Hey guys, this is our rainbow shark right here. Now originally I had the red-tailed shark, and then later I got the rainbow shark. Now the red-tailed shark was kind of a little bit territorial. He did fine for a while, and then all of a sudden after a week or so he started running after the rainbow shark. So he's running after the rainbow shark all the time, so I had to take him out for about 3 days and put him in a separate tank by himself. And what I've read is that sometime when you introduce them back in here to the tank, that the aggressive one might not be quite as aggressive, and the one that was running may not run anymore. So that's kind of my theory for doing that. But after I put the red tail back in here, as you'll see on the video, these two, I really didn't know exactly what they were doing, to be honest. But these two are kind of rubbing against each other side by side, parallel. And I thought they were just a little territorial thing they're trying to figure out. But actually, after looking at the other video, when they're parallel by each other and rubbing against each other, they're actually trying to stab each other with like the pectoral fins. So they're trying to hurt each other with the pectoral fins. And because they're slapping each other from side to side that way. So that's what's happening there. Now, I don't like to see fish fight, so some people like to watch that, but this is more for educational purposes here. If you have a fish doing that, when they're side by side and bumping the other fish, they're trying to stab him with the pectoral fin, the way it looks. And that's not good. On the rainbow, you can see where you got a few scales missing, where you got scraped by the pectoral fins of the red tail. So anyway, I ended up taking the red tail out because I didn't want any one of the fish to get hurt. You can see a few little spots on this rainbow. The rainbow is pretty non-aggressive. The red tail is the more aggressive one. But what we saw was that the red tail was running after the rainbow a lot, and then after taking the red tail out for a while, 3 days, and putting him back in, they had this little war going on, and the rainbow started running after the red tail. The red tail's too strong for the rainbow, so I don't think the rainbow would have won that fight. So I took the red tail out. Everything's back to normal now. The rainbow is pretty non-aggressive for the most part. The red tail, he likes to run around a little bit too much. As they get a little bit older, they're worse. But I was hoping they could work together. I love the color, the red tail. And this is a pretty fish too, the rainbow. But everybody is at peace once again. And so that's the main thing. It's not worth upsetting the tank over one fish. I mean, you can buy a red-tailed shark for $3. So that's not much, but I love that fish. I just hate that it doesn't work in this tank. So I may do something else with him. I've got a beautiful loach here too. They're no trouble either, these loaches. Everybody gets along with them. Okay guys, got a little update there. So if you see fish bumping together like you saw with these two, they're trying to stab each other with a pectoral fin. I guess they would fight to the death if you let them. Here you can see a couple little spots on that rainbow maybe there on top in front of his dorsal fin. I hate that happen, but I guess that's the way we learn about these fish sometimes. Take care guys. That's a loach. What a beautiful fish. Nobody messes with the loach. Something about some of these bottom feeders. Here we have a red-tailed shark and a rainbow shark. The red-tailed shark was being kind of over-aggressive and running after the rainbow a lot. So I took the red tail out and put him in a separate tank by himself, and for about 3 days. And I've read that sometimes the fish that's being run after will not run anymore once you introduce the aggressor back in. So anyway, The red tail's been back in the tank now about 10 or 15 minutes, and you can see there's kind of a little struggle between the rainbow and the red tail. They're kind of territorial, so we're going to see if they can work this out or not. Well, red tails are more aggressive, I think. They don't like other sharks at all, but most of the time, one shark runs, the other will run after it. But here you see they kind of rubbing against each other and showing a little territorial thing here. Now this is just the opposite of what was happening. You got the rainbow running after the red tail now. Maybe they can get along. I think before I introduced the rainbow when the red tail was already here, so he probably set up his territory. Now, after he's been out a while, the rainbow set up his territory, so they're trying to figure out who's has authority here. Fish have some funny ways, don't they? If for some reason they don't work out, I'm going to have to take one out. And I've got a feeling it'll be the red tail. Without the red tail, the tank's been really quiet, and the fish are not aggressive at all. They seem to have a lot of fun, so it's not worth upsetting the whole tank over one fish. I don't think the red tail bargained for this one. The rainbow's got the lighter color with all his fins are orange. They're fast, aren't they? Yeah, if they don't stop this in a little while, I'm going to have to take one of them out. Yeah, their dorsal fins are standing up, so they're not playing. It looks like I see a scale sticking up on the rainbow. Well, looks like I'm going to take these two out. I mean, take one of these out. Yep. You can see that now.